Hey guys, this is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing. In today's tip video, I'm going to show you how you can email all of your signed paperwork from the opportunity in Command directly over to your client's email inbox. All right, so I'll be showing you in today's video how to locate your opportunity documents, where all that signed paperwork sits, and how you can actually export all paperwork, all signed paperwork in your listing, under contract, closed folder, in just a couple clicks, and also email that over to your client as well so they have a completed copy of all of the paperwork from the transaction. So first thing we need to do is locate our opportunity. So however you normally do that is totally fine. If you want to pull that opportunity up from the contact database in Command, or I'm going to come on over to the opportunities section of Command, so I can click on the handshake icon on the left-hand side. And you can either access your opportunity directly from the pipeline here or under all opportunities as well. And feel free to pause the video while you work on navigating to locate your opportunity. However you get there, you'll just want to simply click on the opportunity name, and that'll open up the details right away. So once you open your opportunity, we'll come on over to the Documents tab of your opportunity. And this is, of course, where we go to access DocuSign or dotloop, whichever one you're using, by clicking either Start or Go to a transaction on the top right. But it's also where we submit our signed paperwork to our Market Center staff for compliance. So as you've been going through your transaction and getting your paperwork signed, either from DocuSign, dotloop, or hand signed, however you're doing that, right? And we're adding the signed paperwork to our checklist on the left-hand side for listing, under contract, and closed. All right, if you need further steps on how to add your signed paperwork to these checklists on the left-hand side and submit that over to your Market Center, I'll put a quick tip video in the description of this YouTube video below that'll walk you through a more complete process on how to go ahead and add your paperwork and submit to your Market Center. So this tip video assumes that you have already done that step. You have your signed paperwork. Maybe you're going for closing here and you want to go ahead and send all of the fully signed paperwork over to your client via email so they have a copy of all the signed paperwork as well. So how we'll do that is on the top right here, you'll see this Export Documents option. So Export Documents on the top right. And this will give you options, first of all, where you can just export these directly to your computer with just a couple clicks here. So you can go ahead, if you do want to go ahead and export all documents to your computer, go ahead and click this check mark right here to export all documents. And you'll see it'll select whichever folders that you have documents in. So you can go ahead and select if you just want the listed folder, under contract, or all of them. All right, but here is where we'll go ahead and add that extra step that we can send documents directly to clients. So one or multiple. So you can actually, send this to your own email if you would like to, just to have a backup copy there. All right, but primarily this is used for sending that over to your client's email. So I'll go ahead and add that in. All right, and then I could go ahead and add a second email here, if there was a spouse on the transaction. And so forth. Now, anytime that you are sending an email with the documents, it will make you go ahead and set credentials. So what it'll do is it'll make you set a password for your clients to be able to access these signed forms from their email. And it'll send us 2 emails to your client. So once we click next here, that will confirm, and we'll be sending 2 emails to your clients. And I'll show you what that looks like. But that will send 1 email with whatever credentials you set, so whatever password we set here, and then a second email with the actual signed paperwork to whatever email you indicate here. So let's go ahead and set credentials. So you don't need to tell the client this password, as again, the system will do that for you. This password does require an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, numbers, and a special character. All right, so like an exclamation mark or something of the sort. It'll give you an error if you don't use all the correct items it needs. And we can go ahead and click next. Once you do that, you'll get this confirmation page. So you'll see exactly which documents you're sending in the respective folders. You'll see the password that you set to ensure that was set correctly. And you'll see where those are going. So what email? So I'll go ahead and click send documents. And it gives me this green confirmation that exporting is in process, and you'll receive a notification with the link to export. So if you also, so just a heads up, we'll go check the client's email in just a moment here, but if you also are exporting documents, just a heads up, that's not going to show up like a normal export in Chrome or whatever browser you use. It'll actually show up on the bell icon on the top right of Command. So again, this is if you chose to export documents for your needs, right, to your computer. That export will go ahead and show up under the bell notification here, and you can click to download that from here. And once I click download from here, it does add that to the bottom of my screen just to move that up. That'll be a zip file here that I can go ahead and click on, and you'll see that is password protected to go ahead and access those documents. I'm going to show you that fully from the client's perspective, but just you as the agent, that's how you can also go ahead and export your forms and where you would access those downloaded signed forms. Bell icon. So I'm going to move on over to the my inbox here. All right, so this is showing you the client's inbox. All right, I don't use this email, so don't judge the amount of emails here. But this is, let's say this is the client's email here, right? So they will receive a first email that will show them this. So this is the first email that the client receives, showing them what the password is and letting them know that they will be sent a separate email with the documents itself. All right, you can see that it puts all of your branding information on the bottom, which looks great. And so you can check over that information, especially if you want to send this to yourself first. And I'm going to come back to my inbox here. And as the client, I'll receive a second email here with those documents. So hold tight, that'll be coming. I'll just pause until it comes. All right, so you can see that came in. You can see the time difference that sends for security reasons too. That's why it's sending in two separate emails. So it looks like that came in about 3 minutes later, just a heads up. And this is what it will look like. So this is the second email. You can see it says that in the subject line 2, your documents are available to download 2 of 2, right? That's email 2 of 2. So again, those sent about 3 minutes separately. And this will actually provide them with the documents that they can download, and it will let them know that they receive the password in a separate email. All right, so your clients can go ahead and download the documents. All right, that'll download to their computer as a zip file. And it will prompt them, so when they go ahead and pull that up, it will prompt them to put in that password that you set that was sent to them in a separate email. And then once it does, it'll allow me to unzip that. So on my computer here, here's now all the signed paperwork saved directly to my computer, to the download, so I can go ahead and move that and save that where needed. All right, guys, so if you have any questions on that, please do not hesitate to reach out, support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'd be happy to help further on this. Hope this helped, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.